Welcome to episode 163 of the 10,000 Trade Show, where we are mastering trading and creating excellence through the deliberate practice and analysis of 10,000 trades. In this episode, we will take a look at a head and shoulders trade setup. A head and shoulders trade setup is like a human being. We see a head in the middle, which is the highest price point in this type of a trade setup, and then we have left shoulder and a right shoulder. After we see the right shoulder form, we are looking for price to drop from there. So let's go on to the charts and take a look at what this setup looks like, where to enter the trade, where to place our stop loss, and most importantly, where to exit the trade with a profit. We're looking at a head and shoulders trade setup. This is pound US dollar 1 hour chart. In a head and shoulders trade setup, we have a head, which is our high, which is higher than the two consecutive highs on either side here. So we have head in the middle, and then we have a left shoulder, and approximately in the same area on the right, we have the right shoulder. So in this case, we have price going up. It makes a higher high, forming a head, and then the next high is lower than the previous high, and it's in approximately at the same level as our left shoulder. So this is what a head and shoulders trade setup looks like. So in this case, we are looking for short trade. This is a bearish reversal signal. So we have to wait for price to give us a solid bearish close. So in this case, we can see this candle is good here, but if you miss the chance to get in over here, in this case, we have to look for something solid. So all these candles are very small candles, and those are not the best candles to take a trade because they don't really show us where the momentum is. So we want to see the momentum to the downside. So if you take a look at this candle here, that's a very bearish candle. That's a solid bearish candle. So this shows that the momentum has shifted to the downside and sellers are in charge now. So once we see this candle close, we look for a little bit of a pullback here and we can enter the trade short. We are looking for price to drop. Our stop will go above the head here. We want to make sure we give it some room, trade some room to breathe. So we want to put it above the head here, giving it some space in the middle. So once we enter the trade short, we stay with the trade. And as we can see, price drops nicely here. And then once we get into our support area here, we can see that the price starts to go sideways and it's not really breaking the low here. So once we see a good solid bullish candle here, this shows that price is likely to reverse at this point. So we can exit the trade. From entry to exit here, we have 93 pips in the trade. So our profit is 93 pips or $930 if trading one standard lot. So just to recap here, this is our head and shoulders trade setup. We are looking for bearish move. So this is a bearish reversal signal. Once we see the head and shoulders setup here, we are looking for a solid bearish candle close, which will show us that there is a shifted momentum to the downside. Once we get a solid bearish candle close, we're looking to enter the trade short, and our entry would be here. We can wait for a bit of a pullback, or we can enter the trade right at the close of this candle. Our stop would go above the head here, above this high, and we wait for price to drop. Once we see that the price starts to stall out here, it's not really breaking the low, and we see this is a previous support level. This is a good time to exit the trade after this bullish candle here. From entry to exit, we have 93 pips in the trade. Our profit is 93 pips or $930 if trading one standard lot. If you'd like to learn more profitable Forex trading strategies like this one, I invite you to visit my course at tradingwithvenus.com/Forex course. In the course, I will show you how to read the candlesticks and different chart patterns. We'll do a deep dive into technical analysis, and I will show you how to read the charts properly, what trade setups you're looking for, and how do we trade these setups properly. I will also show you what are the important fundamental things that you need to pay attention to, how the different fundamental factors drive market price. I will also share with you the trading strategies that I personally use that I have found to be the most profitable. We'll also talk about trade management and how to manage your account and manage your risk so that you become a profitable trader. I will also show you tons of examples that you can go and check out so that you are able to see these trades set up in the live markets as well. As a bonus, you will get access to my pivot point indicator. If you have watched any of my videos, you know I really love trading the pivot points. So you will receive that as a special bonus. The price of the course is $497. To sign up for it, please go to tradingwithvenus.com/forex course. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope you enjoyed this trade setup. If you like this episode, please feel free to subscribe to the channel as well as share it with your friends who may find this beneficial. I'll be back with another great trade setup next time.